And like when you sit down with these guys one-on-one and you're just shooting the shit with them, they're completely different people than they are
when they're performers. They have to perform. And
and they're good dudes. And you see this, I mean, over and over, you know, Justin Bieber, right? Like there is a time where I felt like so bad for Justin Bieber because I understand kind of the quandary that a lot of these people are in, entertainers, and people are like, oh, woe is me. The guy made $20-30 million in 2 months, whatever it is. It's not the money, right? It's that it's lonely,
right?
And it's boring because it's, you know, you're putting out a record or two a year. You're going on tour maybe once a year, but the rest of the year, what are you doing? What are you doing to fill your time? And it becomes very tedious and boring. And it's like, how many places can you go to dinner? And then would you really want to go to dinner, get your picture taken, and people are going to write about you. So it's almost like that's what really hurts about the fame. And so I understand when Bieber starts writing these things about like that he's lonely.
Yeah, the lonely song.
It's really crazy.
I represent, you know, I have some high profile clients as well. I represented, and I had an occasion, I was on a team for Phil Collins for some other family thing. And I got to know Phil really well. And you talk about lonely, like, I mean, this is an old school British rocker, legend. He's the coolest of cool. Like you sit with Phil, you're like, this is awesome, right? The guy is so cool, but he wouldn't want to leave the house.
No.
And I remember one time I met him out. It was like his ex-wife's like fashion open. He had to go, right? He's like the figurehead. He's got to be there. He's sitting there with his guards and he's miserable. Miserable.
Right.
I walk in, I come in, and he kind of lights up. He sees me because it's like a human that he can talk to.
Yeah.
I remember thinking it must be so hard for
It's a super difficult thing that people that don't relate to because they think like, oh, you're making money. Like, okay, I mean, what's torturous? You got a, you know, Ferrari in the yard, you're living in a mansion, blah, blah, blah. They don't realize that kind of that loneliness that comes with it. And even like these Instagrammer guys that are like, you know, these, you know, life coaches and all this bullshit, you know, even those guys, you know, making content every day, it's not what it's cracked up to be.
No, not
but
at all.
People see this stuff on Instagram and they're like, oh, I'd like to have a Bugatti. I'd like to have a Ferrari.
And it's easy, right? It's really easy. Like these guys aren't kicking their asses, man.
Right.
Yeah, and I see you, and I see, but you do like, you're such a great lawyer with it too. I see you handling the media too. Like with Kodak, you were all in the media. You were doing like, and I always have this quandary. I talked to Eric Schwartzreich about it. He was here not long ago. We talked about how we handle media sometimes, you know, because each case, he agreed, is a case-by-case basis.
Correct.
There's cases where I'm no commenting.
Right. Because you don't want any media.
I don't, because you can't win some of these things in the media, right?
Correct.
But you were out front with Kodak, and it worked. I mean, not worked. You were doing obviously a lot of brilliant legal stuff, but I mean, you did a good job with that with Kodak.